What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Roy is back now, guys. This review is a little bit different, and that's right, guys. Another launch besides the Bandex one that we just covered from last video. We have another launch that just took place yesterday. We are going to be talking about Rolodex. Now, before we begin, guys, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. So, guys, as you see on the screen, Rolodex, the trusted source for elite service providers. Now, let's get deeper into this, okay? Because Rolodex is actually aiming to be an aid for development teams when they come out and linking them to the right influencers to get their projects out there on a grander scale. Now, in this video, we're gonna take you guys a bit behind the scenes on how things kind of work between the YouTube and Twitter influencers, working with development teams for other projects, how this project ties in from both ends of the stick for those that aren't aware. Okay, so to sum it up, guys, this is the leading product, first of its kind bot that connects users with influencers and other service providers. Now, with this, they're allowing the users to browse, communicate, and pay all securely through the bot. So in other words, guys, this is going to be like the middleman for projects that are looking to get marketing out there. Rolodex is going to be that middleman system, aka the bot, that can link you to different marketing people that can provide the service that that team may be looking for. If you don't know, marketing is a very, very important factor on what makes a project work. You can have the best utility you ever thought of in mankind, but without any type of marketing, nobody's gonna know about it. And if nobody knows about it, that means they can't trust it. If they don't trust it, it means they're not buying it. Now, with that being said, guys, this is sponsored by Rolodex. Now, what I like about this project is because you guys have no idea behind the scenes how much projects suffer solely because of the fact that they don't have the right marketing in place. And there's some developers that are quite stubborn in it and think that they don't need to do much marketing and everything should be growing organically, which I would understand that if we were still in the same crypto space that we were like 7-8 months ago, where there was not as much DeFi coins to choose from. Therefore, the few coins that were available had way bigger communities for each project, versus now we have a whole bunch of new products around us. Not just who can provide the best utility, who has the best community, but it's also about who has the best connections to make the best marketing and who can push the algorithms better than the next person. That's what the game really comes down to, guys, in these projects. And Rolodex seems to be using their platform as a way to nail the bullseye right on the head. Really quick, guys, we're gonna go take a look at the chart, and look, the coin just launched yesterday and it looked like a very successful launch, sitting at a $725,000 market cap, $170,000 in liquidity, sitting at a price of 1 cent. Now, if you look at the launch, man, smooth, clean launch. And in fact, I believe it 10x'd from this point down here. And oh wow, to see a project still do a 10x as they come out, that's incredible. I thought it was impossible this day and age because so much new launches and pre-sales just get botched on site that we don't even know what's happening these days. But this is a very healthy looking launch, guys, and people already started taking their profits, and now we've seen that we are gaining a strong support sitting right over here at the 1 cent. The all-time high was just over 2 cents, and we're sitting at that 1 cent range, slowly but steadily consolidating upwards at the making of this video. If you're asking for my opinion, guys, for those that are looking potentially for, is this a decent entry point? If I was to put money into this project, this to me would be an ideal entry point, because it's not going on a downtrend. It's not on a major uptrend waiting for a big fall to happen. It's sitting right in the middle as it's supposed to be, getting warm and tender. Now, there's some few key features that make this project stand out a bit from the rest. Now, first of all, keep in mind that these guys are partnered with Shuna Inuverse and also partnered with The Commission, which The Commission is a project that we're going to touch base on later on this week, so stay tuned for that. Now, they will be the first project to launch on the Shuna Synergy Launchpad and the first project to receive a pre-launch investment from the Commission Treasury. So you see how both of those partnerships tie in together. Now, right in front of me, guys, you see NFT holders and select token holders are granted access to their premium features. Let's dig a little deeper now. So as you can see, guys, the DeFi space has been saturated in unexperienced developers, lying designers, and scammers galore. Man, let me tell you firsthand, I can testify on this behalf, that it's a lot of that going on in the space. So I'm glad to see a project stepping up, trying to do something about it to help make it easier to wheedle out all the bad stuff and get right to the meat and potatoes. So here we are, guys. The platform does consist of expert developers, listing site assistants, designers, and influencers and marketers. Now, right over here to my left, guys, it says, with your own personal Rolodex, you are now connected. So you can say goodbye to hours of wasted time and energy trying to connect with either a desired influencer or a dev. And let me tell you guys, that could be very time consuming as well. Even on the influencers and trying to get in touch with a dev to learn more about a project, that can be difficult. But a lot of times what devs face is not that they don't have the marketing funds. Some cases is that they don't have the marketing funds, but the ones that do sometimes face a lot of problems that they cannot simply get in touch with the right connections that they want to have in order to really push their project to the next level. They have the funds, it's just a matter of getting that bridge established on where to be spending it at to make sure that they can be getting a good return on their investment as developers and keeping it good for their investors that are putting their money into that project, so everything can just kind of tie back into driving that price up. And a lot of times that what we see is that that bridge kind of gets dissolved, you see, because either developers sometimes can get greedy, or they come across an influencer, and I'm not really talking about YouTubers. There could be people that do Twitter, a lot of Telegram shillers, things like that, and some people could be shady. It hasn't happened to me, but I have heard stories, guys. This is the Wild West of crypto as we're still waiting for some regulation. So I do believe that it's good that we are starting to see some type of system get into place that can help filter out the good versus the bad and get the right marketing that these projects need to be exposed to the right amount of eyes and to bring in the right type of investors in volume, so we can see multiple projects just coming out hitting higher and more established market caps, just like how it was in the older days a couple months back. And as you can see in the next bulletin point, being taken advantage of middlemen and resellers, talking about 20K for CoinMarketCap. I am telling you guys, them exchange listings that we wait on for projects, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. I think that any dev that wants to launch a project and actually make it successful should at the very least be sitting on well over 6 figures in that marketing work. At the very least, well over 6 figures. I'm not a dev, I don't know much about it, but from what I've heard, that sounds like the smartest move. And a lot of times, some of the projects that you really like, you hear about them today, you never hear about them 2-3 weeks from now. Reason being is that either these guys washed up the marketing funds, and so they have no other ways to expose it, and they try to cover it, and someone try to tell you, oh, well, we can just do this organic growth. And let me tell you about organic growth, man. There's too much competition out there for organic growth to work just like how it used to work 12 months back. So the sooner developers start to wake up and realize that the game is changing right before their eyes, and it's all about milking the algorithms and building that community as strong as possible. And in fact, the community and milking the algorithms, to me, it's probably just as important as making sure that they got a good utility. Because let's say a project comes out and doesn't even have a crazy good use case, with the right marketing, you can still expect to make some profits in the beginning of the project when it comes out. Now, the whole idea behind a use case is to keep those investors there once they initially buy in from the good marketing that was done prior to it launching, so that way you don't see such a big dump-a-thon take place where people start losing money, which ends up in them losing trust in whoever was behind the project they lost their money in. So I hope you guys are catching on to seeing about how this all correlates and where Rolodex plays their role in the middle. Now guys, as you can see in front of me, guys, they have a jam-packed roadmap. And now we're in phase 1, so they just launched a token. We see that it's doing pretty good as of right now. CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap listings are awaiting. DEX trending and major marketing, of course major marketing with this project. Onboarding of initially selected providers to Rolodex. Plus launching Rolodex bot within 7 days of the token launch, and then having 200 elite providers using Rolodex. This could really be a crazy powerhouse of marketing being done, thus helping multiple projects on a way bigger scale than we can even see right in front of us. Now going into phase 2, guys, they want to launch the Rolodex premium features for NFT holders, Dev Wars, provider scoreboard, all-star team voting with project launch by community voted teams, and then they want to hit 300 plus elite service providers using Rolodex and grow that community to 10,000 members. They also want a Discord Rolodex bot and a V1 of Rolodex platform to go live as soon as the second phase. Crossing over into phase 3, guys, they want further platform development with expanded premium features, continued successful launches by community voted all-star team, secondary minting to allow more members access to Rolodex platform, and whitelisted all-star team launches. And for the final phase, and I know it's not the final phase of the project if they're really serious, but the final phase is right in front of us thus far, is that Rolodex will be the top source for hiring and collaborating with elite providers used by the majority of top influencers, developers, and other industry providers. Partnerships with crypto and non-crypto top corporations, Rolodex used for staffing blue chip projects, crowdfunding platforms, collaboration platforms to build your perfect team in a whale tank. And as we dial back a bit, guys, they are doing an Ethereum giveaway right now on their website right over here. You can find the link to everything in the description below, guys. The ETH giveaway, complete the task to win your chance at ETH. So first place gets half an ETH, second place gets 0.3 ETH, third place gets 0.15 of an ETH. And here's how you do it right over here. To enter, you just put your full name and an email address and enter into the giveaway, and that's all you gotta do pretty much. You can also join their Telegram and stay up to date. They had, when I checked, right around 1,000 members, if that, and they just launched yesterday, so that's pretty good. Now, to become an elite provider, for those that are interested in doing so, here is where you fill it out, guys, right over here. And it says once completed, one of the onboard specialists will contact them with the next steps on what to do. And I'm telling you guys, this ain't no foo-foo stuff. They really out here vetting influencers to make sure that they get the right people to talk about the right type of projects. So with that being said, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you're interested in going in deeper with the project, like I said, the links to everything is in the description below. Make sure that an investment meets your standards and your personal requirements of what you're looking for before buying into any project. And here it is right over here, guys, if you're looking for it. RLDX is the ticker on DEX2. So with that being said, folks, I'm Jazz Royce. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, guys. Now, I know it's a little hectic of a week for me putting out content because I am moving at the end of the week, guys, so please bear with me. With that being said, folks, I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.